Here we have the drawing center. Let's take a look at what's here. A few things have moved and changed. In this shelf, we have erasers, pencil sharpeners, fine liners, some different sizes, thick fine liner, permanent markers. Then we have B pencils and H pencils. Remember, H pencils are light, B pencils are dark. When you take a pencil, you will see 3B. This should go right back into the B container when you're finished. Try not to mix the two up, otherwise it gets confusing. In the second shelf, we have trays of markers. You'll notice there are 5 trays. There should be 1 tray per table. If I want to use markers, I will take this whole tray to my table, and if someone else on my table wants to use them, they should not grab a new one. Instead, they should just borrow from my basket. Then we have oil pastels. You can see there's a few different boxes. You can have more than one of these at a table. Down below we have crayons. You can also see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trays of crayons. This should be the same. If I want to use crayons, I take them to my table. If someone else at the same table wants to use them, they should use from the same box. Then we have colored pencils. Here you can see there's more than 5 sets, so you can have more than 1 per table. Up here, this is a little bit different. We have rulers. We have triangular protractors that you can use. Then we have some different shape tracers to help you, for example, draw different sizes of circles. We have squares and rectangles, triangles, and, oops, we didn't put that back right. In this drawer right now there are only trapezoids, but there will be other shapes that are put there. Then we have scratch paper. This is where I should practice my idea. I should not use this for my final artwork. This is just to use to try something out. The paper down here is for final artwork. Here's A4, down below we have A3, and here we have some different sizes. I should not use this paper to practice a few scribbles and then put it in the recycling bin. I should only use this paper when I'm ready to make a final artwork. Over here we have some clipboards. I could take a clipboard, I could put my artwork or my paper on the clipboard, and I could take it to the window, for example, to draw at the window, or I could sit on the floor and I can use this as a hard surface to draw on. Over here I have some tools we can use for coming up with a drawing design. You can see there's a bunch of different colored rubber bands, and I can put this on and make any sort of shape or design that I want. And then I could use this to, I could draw whatever design it is that I create. So it gets me thinking about different shapes that I could use or different colors I could play with in my drawing. This is not to keep. At the end of the lesson, I have to take everything off and put it back in I put it back in the box. Okay. Here I have some shapes that I can also use for drawing. I can practice setting up a little scene. For example, maybe I want to make a little castle and I want to see what those shapes would actually look like in real life. With these shapes, I can actually see dark, medium, light. I can practice different values in my drawing. So those are nice to use. Then down here we have drawing models. Remember, we can carefully use these to create a different pose if we're practicing our figure drawing. And in this box, we have still life objects. So I can use them to set up a still life, and then I can practice drawing from real life using these objects. It's so important that at the end of every lesson, you put everything back exactly as you found it. Every single class in the school uses these studios, and if we're not careful and things start to get chaotic and messy, we might not be able to find what we need for our art projects. So please be respectful and please put everything back the way you found it.